Jersey has no shows on right now.
Yeah.
So I was like, alright. I was just bored, and I was like, let's see what this is all about. And,
it's fucking amazing.
It's pretty great.
Yeah. I mean...
I never watched the Jersey Shore, but I've seen, like, them later in life on shows, and they're actually really funny, so... Yeah,
especially those two. I think any other person I wouldn't have liked the show. Like Mike the Situation or Ronnie, like, I wouldn't have liked the show.
The girls I don't care for, but yeah, those two are obviously, like, the funniest, so I don't mind it.
And it seems genuine, like, they're actually trying to find love.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Seems like
I mean, maybe they know that obviously there's a strong chance they won't come out of here in a relationship, but they're still, like, trying.
Yeah, the girls are obviously crazy.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's a 22-year-old in there. They're, like, over 30, both of them.
Yeah, which one is 22? Susie?
Marissa, I think. She's, like, the girl from Long Island. I don't know. She didn't really have that much airtime.
Okay. She's gotta go.
Yeah,
You're not gonna find a marriage with a 22-year-old.
Yeah, they got a lot to learn.
Yeah. Speaking of having a lot of growing up to do.
Who, Hunter?
Segue.
What is this? Hunter has a lot of growing up to do?
Yeah.
Hunter.
What episode is this, 12? What's my name?
12. Yeah, you're like lost in translation right now or something.
Who am I, and what is the meaning of the podcast?
Oh, it's The Challenge, where us, the Valentines, recap episodes weekly about what happened, what went down in each episode. And, hey, we're here to recap that for you. Yeah, you don't
Welcome.
have to...
We're us.
Welcome, we're us. Welcome to We're Us, where we recap the challenge. Alright.
3.
So, where should we start off?
Ooh, I mean, we begin, not that I'm happy about it, but we begin with an elimination this episode.
Oh, yeah, so I mean, I suppose that would be a good spot to start off.
Yeah, I would suggest that's where we start.
So yeah, we gave our predictions on who we think Georgia would choose, and I kind of spoiled your predictions, but my spoil was right.
Correct.
But my prediction was wrong about who would win.
Wow, yeah.
Did not see that.
It's weird, like, knowing spoilers, because you just have this, like, set in your mind. I kind of am glad that, like, I had that spoiler, and then when it was wrong, it, like, just made me that much more shocked.
Right, yeah. I did not expect that in the slightest.
So, let's talk through this.
Yeah, I mean, they gave that whole episode, episode 11 to Nany. Like, the whole episode was based on her. So I guess we could have come to either conclusion. Like, they gave her all this airtime, this is her swan song, or they gave her all this airtime, she's gonna dominate,
Yeah.
But she got blown out. I mean, it was not in her control at all. So, yeah, definitely...
Well, it kind of was. Like, she could have pushed the boundaries like Georgia was.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go into depth about this elimination. So, I don't even know what it... Yeah, Chaired Remains, it was called.
Yeah. And in the beginning when, I loved, like, when she was going to choose her component, component? Is that?
No. Opponent?
Oh.
Component.
Words and stuff.
Right. Cause that's like competitor and opponent put together.
Oh, God, I hate my life. When she was choosing who she would go against, she said, she chose Nany, and she goes, it's not personal, but she's a ninja.
It's like, ninja or Nany. It's like, come on now. It's easy. Yes, I mean...
So many that I wrote down from Georgia this episode. That was one of them.
Yeah, apparently Georgia promised Cara and Davon that she wouldn't call them out. I know Davon was part of that, but I guess, she's in with Cara. So, yeah, Chaired Remains. There's 2 chairs, one for each competitor, not component. They will be taped to their chairs. They have to choose an ally from the remaining cast to do the taping to their opponent. Georgia gets to pick first. Did you, like, have any problem with this? She got voted into elimination, she chose her opponent, and she gets to choose first?
I kind of thought that because she was the one who's, like, got voted into the elimination, she should have the upper hand with, like... I didn't mind that. No.
I felt that way as well, yeah.
Her choice, to me, at the time, was very questionable.
I thought she was an idiot.
Yeah, I wrote bad choice, all caps.
Yeah, because I thought Turbo would, like, refuse to tie Nany up.
Or he's a rookie, no matter what. Like, there's just certain things that... Like, Wes was the perfect choice, in my opinion.
You would think, yeah. I mean, I didn't think, like, that's the right choice. I was just like, okay. You know, I mean, it was a good choice. He's smart. He's been in the most eliminations, you know, like... That's what I mean.
If I had to pick one person, I would have picked Wes. It's like, obviously, the person who's been in the most elimination, who's been on the challenge the longest, like, has the most experience, like... If you want your fate of the elimination in somebody's hands, that's who I would have chosen. So when Georgia chose a complete rookie, even though, yeah, he's a good competitor, he's a good component, but I just thought that was a terrible choice.
Yeah, but then we learn Turbo has some experience with tying people up.
Oh my gosh,
like, what? He's a hero.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So he tied up some, like, crazy, drugged-out guy on an airplane who was, like, you know, going crazy and throwing threats out or whatever.
And he tied him up?
And he tied him to the chair, and he couldn't get out.
What?
That's what the story is. So Georgia made the right decision.
Yeah, and I mean, as much as, like, the elimination was kind of in the guy's hands, I think it was very clear that if you pushed, like, Georgia, I think, did win. She had a part in winning because of her annoying Wes and her moving around a lot.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, moving around, you can't tape somebody tightly if there's, you know, some space in between or, like, it's loose.
Now, you know, comes into questions like, oh, is that fair? Well, Nany could have done it.
Right, exactly. If it wasn't fair, then she would have got disqualified, so...
I mean, even heard Wes saying, stop moving around so much, so it's like, Nany should have then been like, oh, shit, I should be moving more.
If I was Nany, I would be going crazy at that point. So, honestly, it's like, what were we thinking? It was like almost she was, like, checked out. She was just sitting there like a statue.
And then, but what are the boundaries? Like, how much can you move? At a certain point, like, you can't stand up, so, like, I don't know, it's kind of...
Yeah, that's why the elimination as a whole was kind of sketchy.
Yeah. Yeah, not the best.
Like, if TJ was like, the people in the chair cannot move at all, you can talk, but you cannot move, like, that would make sense.
Yeah, that would make sense, yeah. But then again, if you're not cheating, you're not trying, so... I think Georgia gave it, like, 110% with doing everything, even though she had no power, like, she was doing everything she could. Annoying Wes obviously got to him.
Yeah. I loved,
it's like tape.
Yeah, I loved after, when Wes and Turbo went back up, Turbo was like, it's easy, just rip your left arm out and get out. And Wes was like, whatever arm you can get out, just get out.
Oh my gosh. I love afterwards, Georgia goes, what's wrong, Wes? Can't take a little sing-song in the morning?
I could just picture, like, Wes waking up and Georgia over his face like, Wes.
Oh, God. She's my favorite right now.
Yeah,
honestly,
and
like,
she has definitely created a rivalry with Wes here.
She's my favorite. She's got, like, in my opinion, out of all the rookies, and just everybody in general in this game, vets and rookies, she has the most entertaining personality. She has, like, good, like, drive and fight, and she's actually competing. And her political game, think about it. Bear just got sent home. You would think she...
Mm-hmm. We were talking about this. Yeah.
She already has a new alliance. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how likable she is.
Well, yeah, I think her political game is working well. Like, yeah, she's my favorite right now.
Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely...
second elimination win?
Yeah, I mean, she beat the former champ in the first elimination.
Who? Oh, Ashley?
Ashley, yeah.
So she's, that's so far great record.
And it's almost like at this point, if she makes it to a final, like she's a favorite because everyone says she's like the best runner, and we saw in this challenge today that she was able to keep up with Paulie. So
yeah,
she's a scary competitor. I did not think that she would be as scary as she is coming into the season.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I want her to. She's definitely number one for me, who I want to make to the final.
Nice.
And I want Turbo in the final, too.
Yeah, me too. So Georgia gets out within seconds. Like, it was embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, there wasn't even, that obviously Wes did not do a good job. And obviously Turbo didn't. And I love, another thing about her is, like, after she won, she helped Nany, untape Nany from the chair.
Yeah, she's so nice.
And then she just has good sportsmanship. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know, whenever she chooses people, she'll, like, be completely honest, like, it's not personal, or, like, it's personal.
Yeah,
like,
yep.
She's just very, like...
She's an open book, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think she's a good person, which is sometimes rare. Like, we've had some seasons where I'm like, all the best competitors are just shitty people.
Yeah, I mean, the only knock on her is that, like, she's extremely naive, but that makes for great television because we can see her learn. Yeah,
my only, like, if I had to pick a negative, obviously, would be, like, how she kind of let Bear immediately win her back over, but if she was doing that for her political game, I respect that.
Yeah, I don't think she was. I wouldn't even like it if she was, really. Like, but... Yeah,
I don't think she was, but I'm going to tell myself that, so that way she has a perfect track record in my mind.
Yeah.
But then, I forget who said it, maybe Turbo, I don't know, but when it was Nany's turn to choose, somebody goes, even his girlfriend didn't trust him.
Yeah.
That's not good.
She didn't even pick Hunter, her, quote, boyfriend, unquote.
Yeah.
But, are you going to be ordering a Wes the Wanker shirt?
Yeah,
I'm assuming you are. If you're her number one fan.
That needs to be made.
Yeah.
Wes the Wanker.
Wes the Wanker. No one else is going to make the shirt. I will.
Yeah. But yeah, after that, Wes and Hunter were still cool, which, I mean,
it wasn't Wes's fault. He just messed up. I mean, it was and it wasn't. It was weird. It was a weird elimination.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Wes, I'd definitely feel responsible.
Right, yeah, I would too, and he did. I mean, he felt like shit, we saw.
It was, the elimination was, like, more of who can you trust and so it played on not the physical aspect of the game, but it played on the political game that you've been playing. Like, who can you trust to screw over that person, and who can you trust to, like, help you out, and literally you're putting your fate in their hands. So it's kind of like, it was interesting, because they haven't really done an elimination like that, where it goes down to the political game.
Yeah, I can't even recall at all throughout any challenge season where the person up for elimination had to just pick an ally for the elimination from the cast. Like, it was very strange.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, you're literally putting your fate in their hands. So it was interesting in that aspect, but besides that, I don't care to see it ever again.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's see.
So now Georgia and Devon, we have them chatting that they're allies, which we kind of knew.
They're pretty adamant on going after Wes, which also we kind of knew.
Yeah, and then Kyle and Maddie broke up.
Yeah, Kyle has no number one and is nobody's number one. So yeah. Kyle is just kind of... I'm assuming that's bad at this stage in the game.
Do you think so?
I think at this stage of the game it is bad. If it was day one, obviously it's not bad.
Yeah.
But we see a lot of people have, like, their alliances set, and they're not crossing their alliance until they get everybody out who's not in their alliance. So.
Yeah, so he could be, I guess he'll be a target.
Yeah. But yeah, we get to the challenge of the day. Day of Reckoning. It's an endurance challenge, so I was excited for this one. People are paired up, race down to the bottom of a quarry, where you will find a large pile of trash. You and your partner will take as much trash as you can, bring it back to the start, and fill up your dumpster. The time limit's an hour. Top 3 teams with the most weight in their dumpsters win. I love the layout of this challenge. I love seeing like the different combinations of trash people would bring back, and like it was almost like artwork they were bringing back. Like they would just like pile on different trash, and it would just like create new chunks of trash. I don't know, but it was cool.
Yeah, no, this one was kind of fun to watch. I definitely felt like it was edited very oddly because everybody who you thought would win didn't.
Right. Well, that could have been how it played out as well at the challenge, though. So maybe it wasn't edited, like.
Maybe that's just how, I don't know.
Yeah, but let's get to the team selection. So TJ randomly selects guys' names. Whoever he selects will pick a female partner. So Hunter gets the first pick. He picks Maddie. Theo picks Cara. Paulie picks Georgia. Over Ninja, I was a little surprised by that. And that's what makes me think Georgia is such a threat. Paulie's picking her over his ex-teammate they worked well together, so.
Yeah.
Kyle picks D instead of Ninja. Kind of weird. And Turbo picks Ninja. Wes gets the last pick and is stuck with Devon. And he throws a little temper tantrum. I loved this. I love the Wes temper tantrum. It shows he cares. Like, I don't know. It was funny.
And so I didn't know. I was assuming it was that everybody knew it was a guys' elimination, but apparently they didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta guess it's gonna be a guys' elimination. I mean, anything can happen in the challenge. It's either a guys' elimination or it's both, or it's like a guy and girl elimination. Whatever
those teams were that you were,
Maybe. I didn't think about that, but yeah, maybe.
But because I was like, Devon is not going to try.
Right. And she wants to sabotage Wes anyway, so that's why I was like, oh god, this is Wes's worst episode. He gets Nany sent home at the beginning of it, gets the last pick, Devon, who's not going to try. He's going to go into elimination, and he might lose. Like, that's what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into the challenge. It's a guy's day. So yeah, during the challenge, it seemed like Hunter and Maddie were killing it. Obviously, that's partly what you were talking about with the edit, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I guess they had, like, the worst strategy of existence. Because even after they were like, we could do this for another hour, he was saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, weren't they the ones who tried to put the refrigerator on the wheelbarrow and broke it?
Yes, that was Hunter.
Okay.
Alright, so that explains that. Turbo and Ninja having different strategies going into this. Ninja wants to be quick, while Turbo wants to focus on getting the heaviest junk. While on the opposite side of the spectrum, Cara and Theo's strategy is to, be extremely quick and just get the most trips back and forth. Which I thought was good. I thought, I mean, like you said, the edit wasn't what we thought it was.
To me, it's like Turbo's strategy sucked because he was like, could barely move because he was holding so much stuff. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, was that advantageous? I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, the edit kind of made it look like Hunter and Maddie were going to win. Cara and Theo, they were running back and forth.
Yeah.
And maybe even, like, Dee and Kyle as, like, an upset, because they were doing well, it sounded like. Ninja's growing impatient with Turbo's strategy. Ninja, at one point, had, like, 4 propane tanks wrapped around her neck. I'm like, oh my god. Like, there's probably, like, a sharp metal piece or something, like, on propane, like, her neck's.
I know. Were they actually, like, propane tanks, or were they, like, fiberglass, like, made to look like them?
I don't know, because we saw Kyle threw down a, barrel and, like, paint splattered out. So it makes me think, like, all this junk was actual just junk, straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of dangerous to, like, just, like, have things hanging around your neck.
Yeah, they were just, like, work crafting, like, ways to, like drag things, and yeah. Georgia and Paulie kept up with each other quite well. Davon's opinion of Wes slowly drifting as the challenge progresses. This is when I was like, do they have a chance of winning this?
I like that because she's like, despite their differences, she's like, I can see how much he cares, and I respect that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it makes them probably fun to work with, because you want to work with somebody, obviously, who cares.
Yeah.
So.
Coming down to the last minute, I feel like teams should have, like, cared more about, like, the last minute. They should have just, like, dropped all the heavy stuff and, like, just ran with what they could have to get it in the dumpster.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too. I was like, if you have 10 seconds left, drop something and then try to bring anything you have. Like,
yeah, what are you doing trying to drag 3 car doors with 10 seconds left?
Yeah, but it didn't seem like anybody did. I don't know.
Yeah, even Kyle was like 10 steps away from the dumpster when the horn went off, so it's like he couldn't even get that stuff in. So, yeah, that's the end of the challenge. Ninja turns into a 7-year-old who didn't get her dessert.
Complete bitch.
Holy crap.
Like,
where did this come from? They should have made the demon edit on this instead of Amanda.
This was so embarrassing, like, on her part. Like, she had oh, God, this made me cringe. This really grinded my gears.
Oh, we got a gear grinder. I forgot about mine this episode, so I'm glad you brought that up, yeah.
This drove me nuts. Because it's like, first of all, you don't even know how you did first. Like, Turbo just seems like the nicest guy, and you're just yelling at him. And then D...
Oh my God. Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page as this.
Like,
yeah.
Sit down. You're yelling at my friend.
Why are you being so aggressive?
And, like, he's literally sitting on the ground, and he's only raising his voice because she's screaming at him and, like, above him. I was like, if anybody, like, she pulled that, I see a man yelling at a female. I was like, bitch, don't pull that card.
Yeah.
Don't pull that a man is not treating a woman right. No, your girl was not treating, like...
And she even it sounded like she even acknowledged that Ninja was yelling at Turbo, but Turbo yelled at Ninja after that. That's not allowed. It's like, shut up.
No,
like,
it was, and who was in the wrong here? Like, none of it made any sense.
And Turbo even said it. He's like, I gave my all, and you're yelling, like...
Yeah, mad disrespectful.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely low stock on D and Ninja after this episode. I don't care for any of them right now.
Nope, they both lost me. I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And then it goes on and on, because then in the club scene when D is like, gets involved again, and then when D's like, he's emotionally immature, I was like...
He's the most mature dude that's ever been on the challenge.
Ninja is the one being emotionally immature, like... If he doesn't want to accept her apology right now, like, maybe you should wait 24 hours and wait until you're not in front of a bunch of people drinking at the club. Like, give him some space.
You're forcing him to accept your apology. Like, that's not how an apology works.
She should give it a day and pull him aside alone and apologize.
Not while Theo is awkwardly in the middle of this. Did you catch that? He was literally, like, right in between them, just, like, looking both ways and, like, awkward.
Mad awkward. Yeah, no, everything she did, in my opinion, was completely immature and wrong.
Yeah.
But wait, we did miss something that I wanted to bring up.
Well, yeah, the Tribunal. Let's get,
No, before that, you know how Turbo, like, always called Nany his mom?
Yeah.
He called Ninja his daughter in this episode.
Did he actually?
Yeah, before they fought, when they, like, became partners for the challenge, he's like, I like Ninja, she's like my daughter,
wow.
I feel like she's my little daughter, or something like,
so now,
I loved it.
So we got the mom, we got the daughter, we need the sister. Who's gonna be his sister? Oh, man. So, yeah, the Tribunal.
Here's a grind my gears for you.
Yeah.
When Kara didn't get paired up with Paulie.
My superhero boyfriend.
I wanted to be my superhero boyfriend, Paulie.
Yeah.
Shut up.
You know me well. That definitely grinded my gears.
Oh my God. I'm so old now.
I was over it after the first episode.
And then also before, like, Ninja got pissed, there was Kyle was falling apart, man. Paint in his eye.
Broken. I don't know if his knee's broken, but
his toe looks broken. Like, I really feel for him right now. Like, he has no number one. He's nobody's number one.
He has no knee.
He's got a bum
no
knee,
toes.
a broken toe, and, like, paint in his eye. I'm like, my God.
And I love how the paint is still there days later. He just, like, doesn't want to wash it off. He's like, I think it looks cool.
No, you probably can't get it off. That's like latex paint.
Yeah, maybe. It's some like acidic paint just burning his skin.
I was painting the other day. I got paint on my shin. I scrubbed it like 6 times in the shower. Really? It was literally there a week later.
That does sound miserable. Yeah.
Can't get it off.
Yeah, and all over his face. Jeez, that sucks.
Oh my gosh. So I feel so bad for him right now.
Yeah, I hope he pulls it out. I don't think he will. I don't think he'll make it to the final this season, especially with all these injuries adding up. And like
his morale is down. Like,
yeah, and if he goes into this headbanger elimination, you got to think he's going to come out with another injury probably. He's probably going to be like the doctors won't let him continue. Like that might be what it gets to.
Definitely.
But yeah, so the Tribunal is announced. We get 2 surprise wins out of here. Like you said earlier, again, I'm gonna, go back to it. The edit was deceiving. So yeah, 2 surprising wins. Paulie and Georgia, sure. Turbo and Ninja.
Yeah, she felt, and then he started crying. Oh my God.
I know.
I felt so bad for him, like... Bitch, why? Like,
she tries to hug him right after.
Seconds?
Yeah, she tries to hug him right after. Like, get away from me.
I like how he's like, no.
Right.
Like, is that a bark or a quack?
Yeah, who knows what comes out of that thing's mouth.
Yeah, true.
Wes and Davon. Oh God. Yeah, so Wes and Davon.
Yeah, that was a shocker because I didn't know they didn't know it was a guy's elimination, so I was like, wow. Let's say even if Davon did give it her all, like she has asthma, she's not the best runner, so
yeah, like how did she? Yeah, like I'm trying to figure it out. Like Wes, they must have had a great, like the best strategy. They must have got the heaviest things.
And then that's the advantage of having Wes as a partner. Like
right.
They must have just. I don't know, but then Sean was like, "This show is rigged. Why don't they don't show the weights? Like, how do we know?" I was like, "No, like they definitely won, but I agree. Like it doesn't. Yeah. It's because they don't give you the weights. It makes you feel like, did they win by like a pound? Did they win by 100 pounds? Like how much did they win by? Because this is not believable."
Yeah, I mean, the way you could tell it's not believable is if like they were telling the times of each challenge. During every challenge of this season, but they haven't been. They haven't been telling us who's first, second, and third.
I know, and I don't think they ever will.
No, at this point they shouldn't. Like when they do, that's when you're like, why are they telling us now and not the other times? Like that's kind of fishy.
But I don't know. I think it would make the game more interesting if you knew that they won by a pound. Like, oh man, they're like.
Definitely, I would love to know all of these challenges. Who's coming in first, second, and third? By how many seconds? By how much weight? And I, if I can remember correctly from the previous challenge seasons, they usually do give like time limits and stuff. So maybe this season they just to save some time or something, they just cut that out.
I don't even see it saving time because there's already people that are analyzing the times and coming up with the winners. So that work is already getting put in. It's just a matter of throwing it on the screen for 2 seconds.
Yeah, it only takes like you said, a couple seconds.
And they're already putting like a lot of graphics and everything in, so it's like somebody's
or just
already
have a graphic up. Yeah, you don't even have to say it. Just a graphic when you announce like Paulie and Georgia. The graphic, how much weight?
Yeah, DJ doesn't even have to take the time to say it. It would just be an after edit. Like when they're editing, they would throw the graphic. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think Davon would have won with any other partner?
Man. I don't know. Do you think like the guys dominated this challenge and that the female competitor didn't really matter? Like,
I don't think so, because it seemed like they had to be connected because no one was running in front of their partner, so it seemed like they had to run together.
Standing to each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe Paulie, but
yeah, but I don't know about Paulie's strategy, because it seemed like his strategy was to just get there and back. And picks a partner who can keep up with him. I don't think Devon would have been able to keep up with him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Wes killed it, I think. I mean, obviously, Devon killed it. She showed a lot of heart, not taking anything away from her. I didn't think she would be able to, do this in full. So, kudos to both of them. I loved her excitement when TJ announced her win.
Yeah. Totally, she was shocked. That's why I was like, oh yeah, girl, we're shocked too.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, so that's the Tribunal, and with that being the Tribunal, and it being a guys' elimination day, there's only 3 guys up for elimination, so those guys go straight to the nominations, or whatever you want to call it. So Kyle, Theo, and Hunter are up for elimination.
Yeah.
Hunter, this was the most, how do I say this nicely, pussy way of acting I've ever seen.
I wrote down Hunter's going home, and then LOL JK.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, no, like, oh, God.
Yo, usually
and then,
there's,
who
like...
said it? I think Nany was like, every time anybody, or Kara was like, Kara was like, they never actually go home, like...
Yeah.
Once in a while, but it's like, you're just doing it for attention.
And honestly, with all people who threaten to quit, there's usually, even if it's like a shitty excuse, an excuse. This was legit like, I haven't been performing well. I don't want to be here, I'm quitting.
Yeah, no.
I thought it showed a lot of fear, because he's up for elimination.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't want to go up against Kyle or Theo.
Do you think it was scripted?
No, I think Hunter's an idiot, and...
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
No, I was curious. I was like, I think he's an idiot.
But...
Yeah,
he's got the least amount of brain cells in this challenge house, I think it's safe to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia tries to talk to him. Wes doesn't think she's helping. I agree with Wes. I don't think she's helping.
Oh, but she was so cute.
I know. When it comes to Hunter, though, the type of person Hunter is, Georgia's, motivational speaking isn't gonna help Hunter. It's just gonna make him more angry.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, that would work for probably other people. But yeah, I love Wes. Do you not understand sometimes when you're not helping?
She was being so sweet, though. Aww.
Yeah, she was just like... you're better than that. You're awesome. You're not going home now. You're not a quitter. You told me you weren't a quitter. She was like covering all the bases within like a minute. Yeah. It was like overwhelming.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah.
Then at the Tribunal, they're like, oh, is he going to show up? That's so stupid.
Yeah, so, interrogations. Hunter changes mind. Theo, the smooth talker. Kyle, broken knee, bruised toe. Paint on his face. That's pretty much what the interrogations were.
Yeah.
And we get
the club scene.
A little clubbing. Maddie and Kyle squashed their beef.
Did they?
I don't even know. Yeah.
I thought that it was the opposite.
Oh, okay. Like I needed to rewatch that, and I didn't.
I thought it was the complete opposite. He said, as long as you're friends with her, like I don't want to. We're not cool.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure it went the opposite, where they like broke up. Like.
I thought the breakup was like in the room in the beginning of the episode, and then Wes tried to have him sit down and talk. But yeah, I do need to rewatch it, so I'd take your word for it.
Yeah, at the end of the conversation, I swear he was like, "Well, looks like we're just on different." He said we're playing different games now.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But then we get to the apology, the attempted apology from Ninja. Turbo doesn't want to talk right now. Like,
give him a day.
Yeah, Turbo.
And, like, it was just so disrespectful to do that in front of a group of people out at the club drinking.
I know. Yeah.
It was obvious she was being very selfish. It was all about her. She didn't give a shit about his feelings.
Why didn't she just pull him aside right there? It's like...
Because she wanted everyone to know that she was crying and felt bad, and it was selfish.
She kind of wanted to paint him as the bad guy for not accepting her apology.
Yeah. Now she's trying to make him look bad. It's like, no.
Yeah, Turbo can't even look at her in the eye, and this really, touched me. Ninja says, "Why can't you look at me in the eye?" Turbo says, "'Cause you broke my heart."
Oh my gosh. Oh my, I don't even know if I heard that. Oh.
It was the end, that was it, and then it went to commercial break. It was so lovely.
Oh my god, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, and it's so true though. It's like, I don't want to talk to you right now. Like, let my heart heal. Like, you broke my heart.
Yeah, like, you really hurt me, and I need some space. Like, that's it.
Yeah. And then when she kept saying, like, I wasn't yelling at you, I was just yelling. It's like...
No, she was yelling at him. She wasn't even, owning up to it. That's even more, like, ugh. No, she was definitely yelling at him. Like, that's not a question.
Yeah, my favorite clip, though, was, when Dee jumped in at the end of the challenge and said, "Why are you being so aggressive?" in the most aggressive way I've ever, like, punching her hand while saying it. It was so funny.
While her friend is yelling, hovering over a man sitting on the ground. And like, you two know that you're being aggressive, right?
And Turbo's like, what the hell is Dee doing? Like, what is...
Yeah, no, Dee and Ninja can go. I don't care for them anymore.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So yeah, that was the clubbing. We get back to the house pre-elimination. Theo, I thought this was really funny. While he was packing, he was like, "I'm 100% not going home, but just in case."
Yeah, Theo, I liked him this episode.
Yeah, he's got a good sense of humor.
More airtime, and he's funny.
He's got a good sense of humor. Yeah. He's kind of like a child. Like, everything. He's like, yeah! Yeah! Like, just everything that happens, he's just shouting. That's when is this where we get to the elimination that we don't see?
Yeah, now we're down to the elimination.
Yeah, so, I mean...
When Paulie says he's gonna volunteer to go in.
Yeah.
That's gotta be scripted.
I mean...
And he's not gonna go, like... Why would you... That is so... Can you please agree with me that is so dumb? You're safe.
It's the dumbest thing you could literally do at this moment,
like,
yeah.
Who cares?
But...
I hope he does, and I hope Kyle sends him home.
But, if he does it and wins, that's, like, the dopest thing that's happened this season.
So he just wants to make airtime.
That's literally Paulie in a nutshell.
Yeah. He's just trying to get like, oh, look how cool I am.
Right. Yeah. That's literally...
I'm so comfortable in my relationship. I swear I don't care about anything else.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Wes kind of sets him up for it. If he's gonna pull through with it, this is the time. Wes is like, does anybody want to volunteer themselves or vote themselves down there? Well, we saw TJ deny Paulie earlier this season.
Yeah. So I think even if he does, Why would he get denied last time and not this time?
That's true. Yeah, maybe later in the game. Maybe production's like, TJ, let him do it.
Yeah, he's probably just doing it because he knows TJ will say no again. So he's like, oh, I tried, but...
Yeah.
So dumb.
But, I mean, yeah, it's a headbanger. It's hall-brawl. You know that elimination. You saw it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean... Let's assume Kyle's going in. He's gonna... I don't think he'd call out Hunter. I think he'll call out Theo.
Theo would be the weakest link in this.
And maybe that scene that I mentioned before kind of foreshadows. Like, I'm 100% not going home. But just
but you know what I also thought about? Wasn't there an upcoming preview of Paulie with a respirator and Kara over him? Yeah,
I think with my honest opinion, maybe spoiler alert, I think that's the next challenge. So either Paulie goes in and wins, or he doesn't go in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I don't see a respirator being needed if he was to get injured. If he got injured here, he would need something else. Like, yeah. So he's probably gonna make it through.
Yeah, I don't. So predictions. I don't think he'll volunteer himself. And yeah, so.
Or if he does, he doesn't let him.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, let's just.
Right.
So yeah, we're assuming it's Kyle versus Theo. Then you don't think he'd choose Hunter?
Well, Paulie's gonna choose Kyle.
Oh, okay, yeah, like Kyle going. Yeah. So.
What?
Yeah, let's go through everybody's
gonna choose who?
individual vote. Yeah, so Paulie's gonna choose Kyle. Paulie's partner is Georgia. Gonna choose. Either Kyle or Hunter. Probably Kyle, I guess.
No, they don't get to vote.
No?
No, I don't. The girls don't get to vote.
Why not? Really?
TJ said that.
Oh, really? Okay, I need to rewatch that too. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kyle. TJ said that because it's a guys' elimination. I have that written down, but
Okay.
I could be wrong.
I believe you, but I'm not sure why they would do that. They had guys vote for girls' elimination like the other week. Now I'm curious, but
Now look it up right now.
Yeah. So I guess only Paulie, Wes, and Turbo get their votes. Turbo has voted for Kyle in the past. It seems like Kyle's going in. Wes is gonna vote for Theo.
Yeah.
But
and Turbo won't tie it up, so he'll just go for either Theo or Kyle.
Yeah, so if the girls don't get a say in this, then yeah, it looks like Kyle's going in for sure.
I think no matter, let's say if Kyle doesn't, like, if Theo or Hunter get picked, I think both of those people would choose Kyle.
Because of the injuries, especially?
Of course.
Yeah.
Hunter is obviously going to choose, like, Theo or Kyle. Theo's definitely going to choose Kyle. Yeah, I don't know. Kyle, he's just the easy one to choose because he's injured.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would want to go against Hunter in this. Hunter's definitely...
he's a bulldog. He beat Leroy in a similar challenge, so...
He's definitely more, like, stocky and muscular, and this is what he's built for this challenge. Kyle and Theo, not really. They're kind of lanky. I mean, this isn't...
It would be
like,
a
this
great
is like a
battle.
challenge for, like, Turbo would do obviously amazing in this. Paulie would probably do pretty good in this. Yeah, but, again, it's not really built for the lanky, skinnier...
Yeah. But that's going to be a hell of a battle, though, seeing two tall, lengthy guys go at it, Theo and Kyle, in this hall-brawl. Yeah, they're like, woo!
All wiggly.
Yeah. So, if that happens, your predictions?
I hope... I kind of want Kyle to win, but I think... I don't know, if his injuries are all as bad as they say they are, and his morale's down as much as it is, he has nobody to fight for in the game.
Except himself.
Except for himself. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe Theo is going to win.
Yeah, my prediction, I mean, obviously, could go either way, but I'm going to go Kyle. I think he's got a little more, like, body mass. He'll be able to, like, push him through a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah. Alright, I hope so.
Assuming his injuries hold up or whatever.
Yeah, depending on how bad they actually are. But I can see him completely ignoring them.
Right, the adrenaline, yeah.
Yeah, so then I guess we could do competitor and of the week.
Competitor of the week. I mean, we basically just saw that challenge. So who are you most proud of?
Well, and the elimination.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she did, yeah. I mean, the combination of her winning, choosing Turbo, and winning the challenge, yeah. I think Georgia deserves that.
And then for the politician?
Was there any politicking?
Oh, there's always politicking.
House.
I mean, it gets harder as there's, like, less and less people, but...
Right.
Definitely not Ninja.
I don't... Maybe Wes for keeping Hunter in the house? I don't know.
Wes is always politicking, so when in doubt...
Yeah, honestly, there wasn't much politicking in this episode. I mean, there wasn't much to be done because there's only 3 people eliminate in the up for elimination.
Yeah, I would say maybe Wes because he's like convincing Paulie to go in, and which is obviously he's not making it seem like it's malicious, but if Wes get Paulie out of the game,
oh man, that's crucial. You don't want to see him in the final.
I'll say Wes.
Yeah, apparently I think I saw Wes tweet like he has this challenge win makes for the most challenge wins in any season.
Really?
Yeah, like the daily challenges, like the most daily challenge wins of by one person in any season.
How much has he won?
I don't know. He's been in quite a lot of them over.
Yeah.
At least 6 or 7, I'd say, and we're on episode 12, so like half of the challenges.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah. It's good for him. Another accolade under his belt.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, this might have been my favorite Wes episode.
He's growing on me. I go through like bits of like loving and hating him.
Right, like some episodes are too Wes heavy. And it's like, alright, enough of that.
Yeah. Wes's Angels. It's like, okay. We get it.
But yeah, so any predictions for next episode? So we saw, that weird challenge where they're like in a plane and they get like dropped and they maybe have to like unstrap themselves and find a way out or something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so maybe like Paulie gets stuck underwater for too long and has to get that oxygen mask on.
Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see that.
Well, it's most likely a girls' elimination. Do we have one more girl in the house? Do you know?
What do you mean?
Like, are the girl and guys even?
I have my list right here. Let's see.
Well, they were even. No, they must not be because they were even this episode.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls.
But. Oh, okay. Yeah.
After elimination,
there'll be 5 guys.
5 guys, yeah.
So, so they can't do any pairs for the next daily challenge. So it's most likely going to be a female elimination day, especially because they have one more after this elimination. So it's going to be crucial to get in the tribunal there because then the other 3 women are going to be up for elimination.
I just updated my list of the 3 guys and 3 girls I want in the final. Because I think it'll be 3 girls, right?
Yeah, I think that's safe to say.
Devon, Maddie, and Georgia. Because Cara, I'm sick of. D and Ninja, goodbye.
Yeah.
And then I want, out of the guys, I want Kyle, Turbo, and Wes. Because Paulie's obnoxious, Hunter's obnoxious. Theo, he's a rookie. I mean, he hasn't really, done anything this season that I feel like he deserves to get there.
Yeah.
I think Turbo has.
Yeah, that's literally my final hopes as well. It's like we're related or something. I don't know.
So weird.
Yeah. But how about... So that's what we want, but what do you think? Separate your heart and mind. What does your mind say?
I don't know how to do that.
My mind... Let me go with mine. My mind says... Paulie, Theo, and Wes. I forgot about Hunter.
And Turbo?
I'm going with my mind here.
Alright, okay.
Alright, let me start all over. I got all the guys in my head now.
Ooh.
Hey. Things are happening. Oh god. Okay. Paulie... I think Theo's going to go... Well, I can't say Theo because I just predicted he'd go home after this episode.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Alright, Paulie.
I hate you. I'm hanging up.
Paulie's the only one making it to a final. Alright, we'll see you next week.
Until next week.
Alright. Yeah, Paulie, Wes. And Hunter. I'm going to say Hunter. I don't think he's losing an elimination. He's too hard-headed.
Yeah. And then for the girls?
And then for the girls, my mind says Cara.
Yeah.
Ninja.
And Maddie.
And Maddie.
Yeah.
And that's a stacked female final.
Damn. Alright, hopefully your heart is right and not your head.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Sharks?
Praise the Lord. Alright, I'm hanging up on you.
No, don't. Oh, forgot to mention our names. This has been Challenge Recap Time with the Valentines here. This whole time you were joined by Batman and Batwoman.
We're us.
Yes, we're us. Tom and Nicole, of course. You already knew that, right? We're household names at this point. I would assume. But yeah, alright. That wraps it up for this episode. We will see you next week. Wow, you're an idiot, Nicole.
Bye.
See ya.